Hey everybody, this is Josh Rogers with Keller Williams Realty, and today we're going to go over the top tips and advice to prepare your home to sell. I know a lot of my peers and friends are going to make fun of me for wearing this Wendy's drive-thru headset or trucker headset, but the audio quality on it is out of this world, so I hope you enjoy it. But first of all, let's talk about how to prepare your home for sale. If you're thinking about selling it, or maybe it just went on the market, there's some key low-hanging fruit items to check those boxes to be sure that you put your best foot forward and you really appeal to those buyer senses and emotions, because at the end of the day, it's that first impression, it's that feeling, it's the energy that the buyers have that creates the emotion that ultimately leads to them making the decision of making an offer on your house and selling it. So I have a great list here. First and foremost, I'd recommend, and I do this personally with all of my clients, I hire a stager for a 1-hour consultation. I actually pay for that, for them to come through the house with you side by side, room by room, for this stager to give you their professional advice and opinion of what you need to add or take away or tweak or adjust or change. And everybody, all of my clients that work with her actually love her. It's a great experience, and it's a good way for you to remove your emotions and memories from the house and start looking through the eyes of potential buyers, because at the end of the day, the buyer is what determines the market, and that's what's going to get your home sold. Next, I highly recommend, and I'm adamant, to get a professional photographer to take pictures of your house. I hire a professional photographer to take photographs of all of my listings. Photographs literally make or break your house, the value, and how quickly it sells. Study after study shows that hiring a professional photographer will not only sell your home for a higher price, but also in less amount of time. So if you're not doing that, you're missing the boat. That's the lowest hanging fruit. So let's start from the front. Whenever somebody pulls, after you get past the stager and the professional photographer, the person actually pulls in front of your driveway, outside of your house, they pull up, maybe they do a slow drive-by. And so landscaping is their first impression, and a lot of times you never get a second chance at a first impression. So I would recommend, if you're not a landscaper, just hire the neighborhood landscaper to come through and freshen up your property, add new mulch, cut back bushes, raise the tree canopy and limbs, so you can actually, when you drive by, you can actually see your house and it's not covered by a bunch of low-hanging branches. Add some nice color with annual flowers. Go ahead and maybe you need to repaint the mailbox, spruce up that paint. Take a look at your driveway. A lot of times you can just get it pressure washed for $50 to $75, and it makes all the difference. If there's a lot of discoloration or a lot of cracks, sometimes it makes sense to stain your driveway or paint your driveway in the most natural looking color you can. Sometimes that's hard to do. And then as the buyers walk up through your walkway and start approaching the entrance, you want to be sure that the house is pressure washed, the eaves are clean of any spider webs or any dust and debris that's collected over the time. And then we need a nice fresh doormat that says welcome home, something that's going to embed that subconscious message saying welcome home, this is your home. And then take a look at your front door. Does it look old and faded, maybe just sort of ragged and rusty? Or do you need to slap a nice, fresh, vibrant color of paint on that door to make it new and fresh and clean and welcoming and inviting? So all small items that we just talked about makes a very big impact. Let's see. Okay, so right whenever the buyer opens the front door, think about the senses and the emotions that they experience. A lot of times you open the front door and you initially experience scent. If there's an odor or an unpleasant scent in your house, that's the first thing buyers talk about. I've been on hundreds of showing appointments, and if there's an odor, then a lot of times buyers will walk in, they'll smell it, and they'll turn around and walk out. They won't even want to look at the rest of the home. So sometimes this is a sensitive, no pun intended, topic, but if you have pets, a lot of times you're immune to that odor and that scent. You can't smell it yourself, but it's there, and new buyers will smell it. And some people, and that's probably one of the single most effective items that determines whether your home's going to sell, for what price and how quickly. So if there's a scent, have some neighbors, have some friends that'll be honest with you. The stager, the photographer, and the real estate agent will all tell you if they smell some type of odor. And I would highly recommend get a professional odor removal company in and through your house to just totally eliminate that as a variable. If you don't, and if you want to try to save money and skimp on this, I promise you, you'll regret it, because as showings occur, there'll be feedback that there's some type of odor, there's some type of scent. And although it may not be a big deal to you, to the buyer, that starts planting thoughts of, has this house been taken care of? Is it well maintained? If there's a smell, what could it be? Could it be mold? Could it be mildew? Are there AC issues? There's something wrong with the vents. So their minds just start going crazy and blowing it out of proportion. So just to eliminate any odor issues. Next would be, as they scan the room, what kind of colors are in the house? Are they specific to your taste and your likes, or is it neutral and is it appealing? Can the buyer see themselves living in your home with their furniture? The best thing to do is slap on a fresh coat of neutral, lighter beige or lighter gray paints, which will be most universally acceptable and match the buyer's furniture. You want them to envision them raising their family and having a cup of coffee and eating dinner and celebrating holidays in that house. And so adding paint is going to freshen things up. It's going to make it smell newer. And it's also going to take away that purple dining room or whatever. Any wallpaper, take the wallpaper off. Again, that's a low expense item. You can knock it out in a weekend if you do it yourself. And that's a major, major impact. Let's see. Second to location, many buyers say it's all about the natural light of the house. They want a house that feels light and vibrant and alive. They don't want a house that is dark and gloomy and dreary. And so we want to do everything that we can to lighten up this house. And not only will we do that with the color of the walls, but also furniture. If you have some big, dark, clunky furniture, maybe it's time to just remove that. Go put it in storage until you sell your house. I'm sure the stager will have pieces of furniture that you can replace and use in place of that dark furniture. The other thing is windows. We want to be sure that anytime there's a showing or photographs, we need the blinds to be open. We need as much natural light coming in from the outside as possible. Any drapes or window furnishings, if they're dark or if they're trendy, at the slightest, go ahead and remove those drapes, and you can add nice sheer white drapes. You can never go wrong with white. It's going to brighten things up. It's going to look fresh. It's going to look clean. It's very inexpensive. So nice white drapes throughout the house is really a home run and has one of the biggest effects. Not only that, but go ahead and replace your bathtub and shower curtains with fresh, clean, brand new white curtains and a white rod. Again, you can't go wrong with it, and it's going to make the buyers feel like it's fresh, new, clean, and it's going to lighten things up. That's a big detail, very low expense. Another thing that I recommend for all my sellers is to just go ahead and hire a cleaning service to come in and deep clean the house. That's going to get the baseboards, get that dust off of the baseboards, make those things pop and look fresh and clean. It's also going to clean the window blinds, the windows themselves, outside and inside, clean the ceiling fans, clean the AC vents. Anytime buyers look up at the AC vents and they see dust collected around it, they start exaggerating that there's something wrong with the ventilation system or it hasn't been serviced in such a long time. Have the cleaning service go ahead and clean the inside of the oven, inside of the refrigerator, inside of the microwave. Obviously, deep clean the bathrooms and the kitchens. The more you focus on the bathrooms and kitchens and the cleanliness, that's going to be crucial. The last thing you want is to have a house that's priced right, it's marketed right, but when the buyers come through, they feel like it's dirty or it's worn. Buyers have a very high expectation, so we need to knock it out of the park. For about $150, you can get your whole house deep cleaned. I talked about removing any bulky furniture. A lot of times less is more. So the more you can clean out and clear out, remove from your home, put it in storage, it's going to make that home feel more open and more space, because that's what people want. And speaking of that, go ahead and clean out your storage areas. Buyers really, really want storage. So, that hall closet, that linen closet, your regular clothes closets, your pantry inside the garage, go ahead and just start cleaning out. Put all that stuff in the storage closet, in the storage unit. And the more you can make that organized and fresh and crisp and clear and clean, more space, get stuff off the floors, put it on shelves, not things piled on top of each other. Again, we're creating that emotion emotion that's going to impress the buyers. Remove excessive family pictures throughout your house. I'm not totally opposed to family pictures because I think it does bring that sense of emotion into a house, but you just don't want that one wall that has about 50 of your pictures or pictures of your family all over the house. So maybe if you have it in one room, on one dresser or one wall, that's okay, but you don't want everywhere the buyers turn to see your family. We want the buyers to envision them living in their house with their family. Clean all horizontal surfaces, so that means all floors. You don't want any clutter on floors or countertops or dresser tops or shelves. All horizontal surfaces to the eye should be clean. You can have some nice decor throughout that sort of goes with the flow. And so that gives you, I hope that gives you a quick sort of crash course in how to prepare your home. A lot of what we talked about is easy. It's relatively inexpensive. And again, it's going to have the biggest impact without having to upgrade anything in your house to give you the first best impression when selling your home. So I hope that's valuable to you. My goal is to bring enough value and information to you to hopefully earn your business and then also earn the business of your referrals of your friends and family. I don't do this for fun. I do it to be number one, and I do it to be different. So if you're in the market to sell your home or make some type of transition, reach out to me. Send me a quick email or pick up the phone, text me, call me. I'm here for you. I'm a level up type of agent. I'm creating a new realm of service and agent and value. So that's what I'm here for. I look forward to chatting with you, and check out all my other YouTube videos. There's a lot of good information out there. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.